Abusua daily update TV so when na wo hwe dwumadi na subscribe ama YouTube channel no epacho tembia no ye adwuma sede yesi boya T4 ne ahwefo kayo se odi ofa tetefo no boru ma dwumadi no hwe bi a share for comment to show sede opese ye no na ya ne sa prepare because munti ene edi dwuma na abusua not too long and a breaking news by say Omanpanyi terminate all SML deal nim na according to Sameba Ike on TikTok, that is our official page Sameba Ike na enkomo odini say breaking news on no reporting say in the first of history of our republic, the former president will be the first person to invite and face prosecution because it has been confirmed say 1.5 billion Ghana cedis or stand to be corrected say under his watch and under his leadership. And allegedly, Sika ways are this way in our course were yellow any proper food. Now, according to Haruna, I am one of NDC communicator officer Bia, Obe PMO out to make their friend inside politics. So, that is a TBS so wisdom and a hostage you made in honest with him. Say it's long overdue. Say Akufo Addo, ye invite no, na ye interrogating on your share under his watch because Omanpanyi Mahama, the current president, etno maimu. Emma OSP investigating no, but later he was vindicated say allegedly allegations are sorry or more body the president is what pure and I say he's not found culpable of any of the allegations until no not too long ago no Sameba Ike on TikTok official Sameba Ike HMA or report to breaking news say he is the first person to go into prosecution. And I don't know whether as it stands he has been invited officially or not. Yinkwoti allegedly in Semano say 1.5 billion Ghana cedi. Former president just say under his watch or under his leadership, SML dealer Omanpanyi Mama terminate contract. It was what executed and as or no any additional contract in Yinama. Yinkwoti Sameba like any in related stuff in this communicator and kind in relation to the same SML deal. No, stay tuned.
Abusha, breaking news. So President Akufo Addo is going to be the first president in the history of Ghana. So after a tenure of 8 years in service, he is going to be prosecuted. Abusha been sida under the Fourth Republic of this country. So Omanpanyi that abia besum ne edi ni kojina court. Abusha, according to the Attorney General and the Minister of Justice, Dominic Ayeni, the Office of the Special Prosecutor, as your mummy now founded the president culpable for aiding and abetting allegedly and namnensaso any jumedi so Ghana boka 1.4 billion our SML deal ni who bomb Ghana Omanpanyi na Akufo Addo who bomb abusha nya no nko ano yese chairman wuntimi na contact mines case no so president mounty podium our case contact mines ndi boni bia onye hwe so indirectly the president knew what was happening. This is the first time in history say the Omanpanyi be in this West African state court now wafa lawyer. So President Akufo Addo in few weeks will be arraigned before court. And I'm telling you the gospel truth and the fact from the Attorney General. See, in few weeks they are going to arrange the president, formerly Akufo Addo, or more by arranging it to court. I was saying that Akufo Addo cover lawyer, no by defending who court. According to the constitution, right? So Omanpanyi be every abema, the state or the next government have only 2 years, the immediate 2 years. And Sanana Akufo Addo say, and go free abemu 7 January 2025, or 2 years, that is 7 January 2027, pay and Mahama was so they be prosecuted. After that 2 years, so be prosecuted. That is where the immunity come and protect President Akufo Addo. But you see, about where I say within the 2 years, Obeshe no prosecute Akufo Addo. And no real immunity clause nation on be year for. So Omanpanyi be di or man we so na Omanpanyi di bonia or who young quanoti as I will say prosecuting or who cry about prosecuting if no. Near Beshe say corruption, you be to us here. And I don't know why this thing is happening around this time. But I'm telling you, and I can tell you on the gospel truth that we have history to witness. The first time in history, I was a Chief Justice. Where the Bonia in a free position. First time in history, as speaker, a ruling challenge. Last year, I had the court, Supreme Court, overruling speaker challenge. The first time in history, any former president was better than a president. First time in history, I be former president, you be prosecuted. Now Akufo Addo, you have
Yes, yeah. And to me, Ken Forata, Ninyama no ye no. Microphone odi omutu GRA. And omusha sani manususha, amisha da no money, me to say, some microphone money omu ye juma wo, ni data bank ne, oni omu ye juma peno. Some microphone odi omutu tu sa heads as heads of those institutions are to be able to loot the country through sa deal way. Nico.
Law.
Anybody involved in this? Can you forget that they saw no yeshane dada? Na matese manase azuri say what is so big as a can forget as you know Ghana there. On funny nine see Ghana bio. But I don't know. Was it
or properties?
I don't know what we are waiting for. Extradition and Yambaswana. Eh?
Serious. Go in him.
OSP ni Attorney General omo yes yibi wa
Canada me
we say fa we
me omo asemu I want to see Kelvin prosecuted though. The problem we have in Ghana today is Kelvin. He orchestrated all these problems supported by the president Akufo Addo. Na Akufo Addo kra me nim ne etwa yentimi invite no. What I say? And for me, no SM deal. He's not the accountant, the head of legal is not the only person arrested. But it's a former Director General and also deal no. They have invited him. And for me, all I will say with this deal is that anybody who be biara deal with nihu odi nihu jimu okanwa omutibi efasa nyansa kwanso nyansa krono enyesa na friend
Nyansa krono
etimi wi oman sika using GRA as a vehicle a GRA one system omudi musika na mako far away because me say the first contract na mobile contract mu boguye and konfurata sakosisa the name of the company no and omudi buy anko parliamentary approval all these things because of the unknown to me because he's a finance minister who is watching over GRA ordering it to me at this company to loot this country. Nico, all the perpetrators of this great loot and share must be brought to book. And I thank God that we now have a judiciary which is cleaned now. We have an acting CGR who will be vetted on the 10th. It is on the 10th never vetted. 10th. And now next week. You have vetted in 10th.
Next week.
Now, my say, ni involvement in that deal.
Chacha say nipa obey obi amranim ni fo. Out of legal there.
Say one.
Wa wunia.
Nico.
Leonard lawyer.
Say adiano one. Say ni hu anko dimu a. Say anko chino.
Ko enim.
Bon, sa SML deal
no bon.
A properly orchestrated actor to loot the country. That's about the ejuma ben run omu yeah GRA entmenya because GRA they had their systems ASA ejuma no. What I say? Nico, you see sometimes when sanema make me na makuma hame. How can you say these people are going to be monitoring flow of scanner GRA AGG some audit of it to get a percentage, and I think they were taking some percentage be at 2 millions of Ghana cedis. And the work now, yes, GRA has systems that were what ASA Jumano. So why did we need these people to come in? And I'm meeting to say when Omoye in first one Omode SML, you know, they were formed when the MPP government took over the reins of power. What I say, and to me, Ken Forata, Ninyama no ye no, Microphone odi omo to GRA. Ana omo hwe sane ma no so hwe Amisha da no money me te say some microphone omo ne omo ye djuma wo ni data bank ne oni omo ye djuma pen no. Some microphone odi omo to sa heads of those institutions are to be able to loot the country through sa deal way. Nico,
Lo.
Anybody involved in this? Can you forget that they saw no yeshane dada? Na mate say Manase Azuri say or tiso obi ka say can you forget as you no Ghana there on fani 9 si Ghana bio. But I don't know. Was it
or properties?
I don't know what we are waiting for. Extradition anya ambaswana.
Serious. Go on him.
Almost say OSP ni Attorney General omo yes yibi wa.
Kanana mi
We say fa we
me omo asemu. I want to see Kelvin prosecuted though. The problem we have in Ghana today is Kelvin. He orchestrated all these problems, supported by the president Akufo Addo. Now Akufo Addo kra me nim ne etwa yentimi invite no. What I say? And for me, no SM deal. He's not the accountant, the head of legal is not the only person arrested. But it's a former Director General and also deal no. They have invited him. And for me, all I will say with this deal is that anybody will be biara deal with nihu odi nihu jimu oka ho a omutibi efasa nyansa kwanso nyansa krono enyesa na friend
Nyansa
krono etimi wi oman sika using GRA as a vehicle a GRA one system omudi musika na mako far away because me say the first contract na mobile contract mu boguye and konfurata sakosisa the name of the company no and omudi buy anko parliamentary approval all these things because of the unknown to me because he's a finance minister who is watching over GRA ordering it to me at this company to loot this country. Nico, all the perpetrators of this great loot and share must be brought to book. And I thank God that we now have a judiciary which is cleaned now. We have an acting CGR who will be vetted on the 10th. It is on the 10th never vetted. 10th. And now next week. You vetted in 10th. Now until me embe di on my judiciary swa so that these prosecutions can go on properly and then the people who are for culpable can be what jailed. This all me I want to see because we are lawyer ni which I say na say when him say de enye ubetu for say my no na ebia wudi nwa ko jimu a esan say people are chopping so let me also chop her. It's your own jijiriji. So if there has been so that's all I want is because he's a lawyer I don't want to but the deal is a bad deal. It was actually created to loot from GRA.
Head of legal how a deal nankasa
no deal say who say me catch us say
serious
GRA has a system to collect their money now more forming company say the company should come and be collecting money on their behalf for what me tell say GRA cannot collect taxes if GRA cannot collect taxes then we should shut it down that is the point I'm making because me and then one makuma that's why I don't want to talk so much about it because the deal was orchestrated to loot the country and this was spearheaded by Kelvin and then Amisha died
Reverend
Amisha died
so full
any people have used the name of God to loot this country. Amisha died. Amisha died. He must die.
Cecilia what say El Shaddai Bible mo Cecilia say
Cecilia, just me said that.
Bible. Look, Nico, me, I think say we should come up with laws like the Chinese. If we can make these Chinese laws, as for China, we are $1 cry. When we start doing this, see, our laws should be very, very stringent. What I say? Who said that we are scanner? They must deal with you properly, so called. What I say? But you can some hona yadi and some fifa. Oh, we na me he. They say obi ko wiasika na ye pese prosecutor na ni sofo bi. Na ohini bi.
And only idea, and then I mean Mugabe frames a member na engage one or cover being team and the mention na maintain man make one am sam echibai. Na ye didn't come up say yen coffee chichi woman. Ye when this if you so almost say so money mechi make a no mujiska. So be you ska within free.
What is free? Ah, now Mrs. Yes, Mrs. Scientist for my agent. Scientists for your children, they should act them. Intermediate form on the name. They should act them. Yes. They should act them. They should act them. When I'm GGB Musica, let me see. Your big Crawford is a can for your time. For your chiwa. Your farm will come 2 months and before they be thinking of bill. When they see they should. I don't know what we are waiting for. Obey face, baby. Now when I'm saying, yeah, most can obey to me, wouldn't be obey. Yet, yeah, letters. Your book and research crown after Mutiama because to Krona NPP for a digital honor. The government has to struggle before paying our book and research research allowances to us as university lecturers. That is prayer and Kolanmadia to raise them for the future. Muda discuss them. You waste state resources. Like why? Until you see, Nico. I think that there must be a serious shift in paradigm. The politicians should be the least paid in this country. When we do it that way, I think that it is only those who have the heart to serve they will join politics. But I see, with the way political positions are sweet, you know, every crooked person who wants to become a politician, all they think about is to loot, create, loot, and share. Senka, a Banisen will be to say wound to me, a bad party, regional chairman of a party.
Serious.
So if people are wound to me or regional chairman of parties, how can that party think properly?
National chairman.
National chairman. Such people, how would they think properly? So they kicked out Afukonumune. Can community Japan community Japan where proper people are, they will advise for they kick them out. And this Nkrofuyaba so that they can sing their songs to loot. Nico, anybody who is involved in this SM deal should be dealt with. And I'm praying. I want Parliament. You see. The Attorney General should come quickly with this tribunal bill anyway. No more pass it out quickly. So we set up the regional tribunals to start dealing with these miscreants. Start dealing with these miscreants and these thieves. Wow, sometimes your man is a square as if you're the Yambobra po.
What can some?
Look, that my secondary school. It didn't want to be able to trouble some just a supermarket. You wonder a Juma or parents.
Supermarket.
There are Ghanaians who are working so hard earning their money.
Oh yes,
I appreciate them. I salute them. But when people like this, you see, you find you look at resources at their salary or their income levels. Now, share your mama. Akwati say, "Sir, buffer stock." See, we say, maybe they were nobody so because of that position. They have become so looted so much. They have become so rich, and then we allow these people. Then some chief somewhere, some religious leader somewhere will be calling. If I were the AG, any chief, any person call me, then next I'll come and put your name on air.
But he says can be crow be the Kesi as well down. Oh,
what does it? Me see.
So Kesi as well down.
Me
no massa.
all those things, God will never bless you. It's like robbing Peter to pay Paul. It's not a virtue. What does it? Akufo who yes can who the name of the church anyway. And they go to church, they go and stand there giving so much. Oh, God has blessed me. God have Nico. I'm a churchian. What I say? We know how churches. And in my church, you know, I will not. We don't respect you because of what you give. We respect you because of how you serve God, your truthfulness towards God. And I'm saying me in me age nasa asofo who are be frame me account we next morning me do dime tuja say this pastor, this bishop, whether archbishop, pope, apostle general, general apostle, apostle doctor, reverend, right reverend, left reverend, whatever, north reverend, south reverend, obi be on frame me do be chief, whether you are a paramount chief we are odikro we are Togbi Afadeo Togbi we are king Asante Hino Odinu hu
Abusene na wo hwe dwumedi na subscribe am YouTube channel no. Yes also be like and share na do comment no so ayede a show me be bre na committee for na ahwefo nso ahu adwenche abusene na ni nyina ni se sameba edin komo bi na enkomo no odi no not too long omampanyin mahama his excellence eternity or SML deal na all SML deal no ehwehwema na sisusu se sa the way deal be a cost and as a cause of financial loss to the state. It's not too long after a year. Not too long after say OSP a year report no sorry auditor general the report to the buyer no and on my penny channel so who say no SMD a buy and as a amount for the man contract you any outcome of it, and besides it's causing financial loss also to the state. It's no man penny a T auditor report nana less than 24 hours. Or the directive by say all contracts should be terminated. I mean, fact, no and I'm saying, Jumedi be bringing go up on so. Now, I was here the directive for everything. It's also be stay tuned, stay connected.